So everybody, welcome to another episode of Swipe Right Sundays, where we check out tech that's coming to the studio and see if you want to swipe right on it to see if it's worth it, or swipe left to deny it and move on and save your money. But today we're checking out Satechi's OnTheGo 3-in-1 charger. Looks like a nice compact charging solution for you on the go. Let's open this up, check it out together, and see if it's worth your money. Let's get into it. So shout out to everybody that left the positive comments in the first episode, and I kind of just wanted to use this series to show off some of the items that I get sent to me to check out and see if they're actually worth your money and worth your while. So like I said, this is Satechi's new OnTheGo line, which is their kind of like higher end premium vegan leather, again travel accessories. They have a whole line that just released, but this is the one that intrigued me the most. It's got a Qi2 wireless charger, 5 watts for your Apple Watch, 5 watts for your AirPods, premium vegan leather. So let's open this up and see what it's all about. It does come in a few different colors, but this one to me was the nicest one. I think this is like their beige color. Does it say it anywhere on here? It doesn't say the color on here anywhere. Should probably add that to the packaging, but let's see what we get in the box itself. So this does retail for $99. It's on Amazon. It'll be the first link in the description below if you guys want to check it out. But this is what the packaging looks like. Again, it looks pretty premium. You grab this thing. I like how it's kind of this like wax papery material. Makes it feel a little bit more premium, and the translucentness of it. Then you have the design, and they do actually make a Duo version, I think, and that's probably why it's in this kind of box this way, because I bet you the Duo one, the box is exactly the same. But you take this out, and you can see that it's unfolded, and look at this thing. I really like how this looks. Very, very cool. Let's put this off to the side, see what else we have in the packaging. We have, let's see if there's a cable in here. There's got to be a cable in here somewhere. So again, it feels like a piece of jewelry the way that it's wrapped with all this kind of plastic or this, wax paper type material. And then here you have a USB-C to C cable. It is very thick and robust. It's not braided, but you can tell that they put some thought and effort into it. And again, it color matches, which is nice. And then under here, you have one more piece of kit, and it looks like a little travel case. Yeah, a nice little travel case to put it in if you want to. It says Satechi, Life Made Easy. So, cool little addition. I don't think I'll ever put it in this, but it's good to know that it does come with something like this as well. Probably end up throwing this in a pouch, but let's move this out of the way and actually start to test out this thing and see what it's all about. Alright, so I brought over everything that I would want to charge with this, because again, this is made to charge your big three, and like I mentioned, they do have a Duo version, which I believe omits this puck right here, and it's just a 15-watt charger, as well as a Apple Watch charger, because again, it would be a lot easier to replace this one, because you can still charge your Apple Watch on this puck right here, but you can see that they're all designated. So this one just says Satechi on it. This one does have a little kind of, as you can see there, it shows off that it's made for AirPods, or again, for headphones. And then of course, you have the Apple Watch right here. And then in terms of the cable where it is, I'm not gonna use this one because I wanna keep it wrapped up. And see, we do have a nice little LED indicator right there, which right now is not on, but it did blink when I did plug it in. And then if I just start to place stuff down, let's see how this works. So here's my here's my iPhone. As you can see, it's charging nice and easy, and it does magnetize on there, so it is holding it up because it is Qi2. The Qi2 standard definitely just means that, again, it's going to be charging at 15 watts if your phone supports 15-watt wireless charging, and Qi2 also means that there's magnets attached to it. So again, it works with MagSafe products. Then you have my AirPods Pro right here, which does have a actual case on it, which would be a good test. Place that down, charges right away, and then I have my Apple Watch Ultra right here. Put it on, and we're charging as well. So it does charge the big three relatively easily. It does exactly what it says it's gonna do. What I like about the Apple Watch charger, or at least a puck, is that it does actually prop up as well to give you that kind of standby mode, or I guess alarm clock mode, I think it's called. If I tilt this up a little bit, you can see that it still is charging right there. Nice and easy. And then I do like how it's kind of like malleable. Everything, like these pucks feel robust, they feel nice and easy to wield, but then this part is very, very flexible. So you can see that it does have a nice amount of give. And then, looks like you can just do one of these, and then you have the puck right here. Now again, this should still charge. It's gonna charge your phone, it still charges your phone. So if you do have one of the newer versions of the AirPods Pro, the case itself, it should be able to charge on the Apple Watch puck. And you can see that it does charge here, but I did have to remove my Casetify case. So again, your mileage may vary on that. I just want to let you guys know that I did have to remove it. I didn't have to remove the AirPods case when I charged it on the designated AirPods charger, but then you know that you could charge this. So this will charge at 5 watts if you want to, so it doesn't have to be for AirPods. And then of course, this is going to charge at those 15 watts. And I think it works well. So if you're looking for a compact charger that can fold on itself, that is also relatively premium with the vegan leather, that is kind of malleable like this, that can be used in a bunch of different directions and form factors, Comes with a nice little pouch, as you can see right here, and the cable itself as well. I think this is something that I could recommend. Again, there are cheaper 3-in-1 options out there for sure. Again, this is $99 and you don't get a charging brick in the box. But if you are looking for that type of aesthetic and you are looking for the on-the-go portion of it and something that will replace something like the MagSafe Duo, which Apple has they're still yet to recreate that, this is a great option. And I can see this being a nice also gift for somebody, kind of like a nice techie premium gift that you can give somebody. So I do recommend it. It works as intended, and we'll see if this ends up in one of my travel packs. But let me know in the comment down below if this is something you would get yourself into, or if you would maybe go for a cheaper version or something else. I'm always curious to know what your guys' thoughts are, and if you think $99 is too much, too little, or right on point. But that'll do it for this episode of Swipe Right Sundays. I'll swipe right for this one, but again, there are cheaper options if you are in the cost-saving mode. But if you do want something that is a little bit more premium feeling with this material, the premium leather, the heft of it, the fact that it is this beautiful beige color, then this one is a great alternative to those cheaper ones. But that'll do for this video, everybody. If you made it to the end, leave a little dolphin in the comments down below so I know you made it to the end. Check out episode 1 right here, or if not, check out one of my more recent videos down here. Until next time, I'm Fernando. Peace, everybody.